In this week's episode, we're hanging with the cast of Diary of a Future President, recapping Season 1, getting excited for Season 2, and so much more. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Andre. This is What's Up Disney Plus, where we talk all things Disney Plus.
The first season of Diary of a Future President was not only hilarious, it was inspirational, touching, and hopeful. As a Cuban American myself, I felt like I was with my family when watching these characters, so I am incredibly excited to stream Season 2.
Well, you know what we need to do then. An official presidential Season 1 recap.
Let's do it. The series starts with President Elena Cañero Reed reading her middle school diary, which transports us into her past. 12-year-old Elena lives in Miami with her mom Gabby and older brother Bobby.
Her former BFF Jessica has ditched her for a cooler girl, and she unexpectedly finds out that her mom is dating a man at her law office named Sam.
Wait, what?
Bobby, used to being the best tennis player on the team, gets discouraged when he's shown up by a new player. Instead of behaving graciously, he decides to prank him.
I'm just thinking a little water balloon ambush.
Not cool.
Meanwhile, Gabby helps Elena work through the grief of losing her father.
Later on, Elena searches for purpose by going up against another boy to become the Hurricane Watch helper. Despite her inspirational speech at the assembly, she doesn't get the gig.
But that's okay, she finds a better one with the morning announcement show. Meanwhile, Bobby gets a girlfriend, Monica with a Y, but Sam struggles with the responsibilities of Gabby being a mother. They take a semi-break.
But wait, there's still hope.
They work it out and get back together after Sam helps Elena return some accidentally stolen underwear to the mall.
Elena makes friends with the 6 o'clockers, Bobby sees a triggering movie, and we all cry tears of joy when Gabby and Sam finally say,
I love you.
I love you too.
Elena asks her longtime crush Joey to the middle school dance, and Bobby starts to have feelings for his friend Liam.
The dance doesn't go how anyone planned, and Gabby is nervous about introducing Sam to the rest of her family, which leads to them, sadly, breaking up again.
Bobby continues to grapple with his feelings for Liam, and he and Camilla explore the idea of coming out to their families.
Eventually, Elena, Sasha, and Jessica are all BFFs again. They plan a hotel room party during their school trip to Tallahassee.
The party is a huge success. What's not a success is Bobby telling Liam how he feels.
But luckily, Sam and Gabby get back together as Gabby finally discovers how to love him and her late husband at the same time.
Elena begins her fight for inclusion, and we flash into the future to see present Elena addressing the same issues on an international platform.
Every challenge we face together. And we are just getting started.
What can 7th grade possibly bring for young Elena? Find out in Season 2.
Yeah! Mission accomplished!
Catch up on Season 1 of Diary of a Future President, now streaming on Disney+.
And now, here's what's new. The Stories Continue Summer Tour made its final stop in Los Angeles this past weekend. Fans stopped by the Santa Monica Pier to check out photo ops, swag, and even spot some Disney Plus talent.
2 words, baby animals. All episodes of Growing Up Animal, narrated by Tracy Ellis Ross, are now streaming on Disney+.
And the all-new original movie, Home Sweet Home Alone, starring Ellie Kemper, Ally Mackey, Rob Delaney, and more, starts streaming November 12th. Now we get to hear from the extremely talented cast and crew of Diary of a Future President.
You know, I gotta say, it felt great to return to this story. It's such an important story to tell because, you get a female future leader, you have some LGBTQ representation, which is really nice. It's just a fun story overall, and I was so glad we got to film Season 2. We're very blessed to have this experience and work with these incredible people.
It felt amazing to return to Miami Glades and the world of the Cañero Reed. Season 1, we get to kind of lay the groundwork, meet this family, learn that Elena becomes president. Season 2, we really get to dig deeper.
For Bobby, his story was just beginning at the end of Season 1, and so I'm so glad that I got to continue to play this character. His story is so important because there are so many kids around the world who are going through similar things as Bobby, and so for them to see themselves in the character is just so amazing.
It felt wonderful to be back with this amazing cast and crew, picking up from where we left off and expanding and seeing these characters grow really is heartwarming. Diary of a Future President Season 2 is a magical season for sure.
Charlie, let's talk about women. I have many who inspired me personally. Do you?
Oh yes, of course. The women in my family, my mom, my sister, everyone on the show, Tess, Selenice, Gina, Ilana.
I don't know how to follow that up, but I guess I'd say the same thing. You know, my family, all the strong women on the show, my TV mom, Gina, Ilana, the creator. I'm very lucky to grow up surrounded by all these inspirational women in my life.
You know, I have to say that my mother is a huge inspiration in my life. And as a mother myself, I realized the importance of making sure that you are a good role model by not only what you say, but your actions. They have a huge impact. And that's one of the things that I love about Gabby and Elena, that they do have a great relationship. And Elena grows up to be the future president of the United States. So I think that Gabby did a pretty good job being a mom.
My mom, I honestly, this season really delves into a very complicated mother-daughter relationship that's very much based on my relationship with my mom. And my mom never, ever made me think that I couldn't do what I set my mind to. And so that's how I wrote Gabby, and that's how I wrote Elena.
For the second season of Diary, the audience can look forward to a lot more Cañero Reed family drama and adventures and growth. It's interesting now to see them trusting one another to give each other space for them each to have their own lives and explore their own stories.
You can definitely see how our characters have grown and evolved. And you get to see them make mistakes and learn from their mistakes. You get to see how their family dynamic changes, and you get to meet some new characters. And I'm really proud of season 2, and everyone really poured their heart and souls into this season. So I'm excited for people to see it.
I really think it's gonna get you. It's a really, really special, emotional season. Charlie and Tess and Selenice and Michael bring such depth to these characters. They take what's words on a page and they really, really make it soar. There's gonna be laughter, there's probably gonna be tears. This was a very meaningful show to make in a very tough time, and it's still a tough time, and I hope that the show can give hope to the audiences as it gave us making it.
Everything is bigger, better, it's more exciting. There's a lot of new changes this season. We get to see our characters go through a lot of different things that we haven't seen them do before. So yeah, it's new, it's different, but it's still the show you know and love. So watch it.
All episodes of Diary of a Future President are now streaming on Disney+. What a fun show, Jenny. A huge thank you to the cast for joining us today on this very special episode all about Diary of a Future President.
Be sure to head on over to Disney Plus to stream all of your favorites and more. Vote Cañero Reed, and we'll see you next time.
Growing up is so hard.